Mensu, yeah. Hola, good evening. Uh, uh, my name is Mireia, and the plot video is about a teen girl, age 14, who is studying at high school, and then she's a victim of bullying. Because she's very weak due to the death of her mother. Then nobody at the high school helps her to fight against bullying. But she one day meet a boy who is a hacker and tells her to introduce Trojans in the computers and smartphones. The classmates who are um, who are doing bullying on her. He do it. And then he he's starting bullying those boys who are against the girl. The boy who is bullying her and started doing it becomes so upset and worried about this the bullying he's receiving through his smartphone and PC that he at last he suicide. And this is the plot of the video. This means that you can't damage anyone, because life returns you the damage you do to other people. This is the plot. Mm-hmm.
And where the girl meet the boy?
Mm-hmm. She goes to class, attend classes about computers, and he's a classmate of this class.
Okay. Okay, so I propose for the plot a true story for this short film, about a minute of length, and it's about a dog called Storm. This dog was abandoned at birth in an animal shelter in a city near Barcelona, Sabadell. And in early 1999 was adopted to David Trias, that was a professor of genetics in Universitat Autònoma of Bellaterra, and he was a triathlete too, a famous triathlete. But David was diagnosed with liver cancer. And for this time, at first, the professor refused to care for the dog for this situation of his life. But his teenage daughter insists to take care for the dog. And the professor continues training every day, and his dog Storm went on every day with him. Even when the disease progressed and advanced in David, Storm always encouraged his owner to leave home, even when David was in a wheelchair. And this routine, which became part of the life of the two friends, the owner and the dog, was not unnoticed by the neighborhood. And the two friends was very famous in the neighborhood. So this routine continued interrupted until May in 2015, when the professor suffered a cardiac arrest at home and died. But that afternoon, the dog Stone went out as usual to train and didn't return this night. He went to live in the same park. The park Catalunya in Sabadell, that is a big one, and where they train for the past New Year's, and the dog trained every day at the same time in the same route. And many people who used to go frequently to the park used to feed and clean the animal. Animal didn't want to return to his home. And on March of 2016, a storm was found died in the park, and the dog was buried next to the tomb of the professor. It's a nice story of a pet. My title for the film could be simply A Storm. That is the name of the dog.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Jordi. I am Jordi. The film I propose is about a boy who wanted to climb the highest mountains in the world. For this project, he needs a lot of money and an expedition, a group expedition. When he got to objective, he is very happy. He had trained very hard for this dream, and finally will come true. But he crossed with his story, and when he arrived to Nepal, the mountain he go climb is Kados. It happened the earthquake that ravaged the entire country. This boy could not to climb the Kados, and he decided to stay in Nepal for to help during a lot of years. This is the story are your propose. Um, I finish.
Will
I
you?
have one question, Miriam. Your story is it real or it's or no? The personage is real, no? It's
No, it's adapted. It's a real story from a professor from Japan, but
okay.
it is adapted here in Catalonia.
Okay.
I don't know if you know the story of the professor of Japan and his dog. That
Sí.
it's a famous dog that, for example, appears in a lot of films. I mean, in the game of Pokemon, and I don't remember the name of the dog, but it's a famous tale. But it's a true story of a professor of Japan.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm.
And
And
do you think about, for example, the actor or the actress that it could be fit in your story, for example? Because I would like, for example, that the actor Joel Joan be the main character, for example,
for what story?
for
Sorry.
the story, for example, for my story, for the professor,
Okay.
my professor could be Joel Joan.
Okay. It's good.
Okay.
Miriam, sorry. What kind of dog is Storm?
Yes, Stone in my film could be a German Shepherd. Do you know this this
Sí.
this
Yes,
this
yes, yes.
of dog?
Mm.
This very big and very nice and very. Um, and I know that the original story it's a different dog, but I think for our filming could be a German Shepherd.
Okay.
Mireia, I
Mm.
think your story is very, very hard. Are you the person with similar story?
No, no, no. It is
It's
inspired in the what's happening now with some high schools about bullying cases. I am um, very worried about this. What's happening in the high schools, because um, I get the degree called CAP, Certificat d'Actitud Pedagògica, 10 years ago, and my practice time during this course to become a teacher of secondary school, and I I did my practice classes in the class. The classmates were a little special, and there was a boy who was very uh, that who was doing bullying to a girl, but classmates, teachers didn't mind it, and I was worried about that girl because she was very shy and and unable to defend herself. It's inspired by the recent news and what I lived at that school when I did my degree of to become a teacher.
okay.
Uh, it's far too interesting your idea, Mireia, but did you think about the suicide, the final suicide?
When
What
it's
what kind of suicide?
when it's a revenge of the girl. Yes. Mm. But
What?
because the real case lately in the news is it's the victim who suicide, not the aggressor. The aggressor.
Ah, okay. I understood that that the suicide is of the aggressor, not the
Yeah.
victim.
Yes. 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 Yes.
But is necessary to arrive a suicide the boys, or it's possible to finish the film after suicided?
Well, it's a
It's
final.
necessary.
No, no, really not. But it's a shocking final. I think we can change the final scenes. We can but this is my plot.
Okay.
Okay, and I think we have to decide about one plot. So, what do you think
I vote for your plot
for
for
the dog?
Miriam. Yes, yes.
I
Okay,
choose
and for me?
the idea Miriam. The idea to Miriam.
Mm.
Okay, so I vote for me. So we decide about the storm story for our homework for the next week.
Mhm.
Okay, so see you.
See
See
you.
you.
Have
See
a nice
you.
weekend. See you.